2022年4月3日、マイアミ警察に恐ろしい一本の電話が入りました。
I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. My boyfriend is dying of a stab. Ma'am, what is the address? 131 Northeast 7th Ave. Baby, I'm so sorry.
27歳のクリスチャン・オブムセリは胸に致命的な刺し傷を負い、恋人の膝の上で大量に出血していました。警察が到着した際、アパート中に血の跡が広がり、クリスチャンは命をつなぎ止めるのがやっとの状態でした。クリスチャンの恋人であるオンリーファンズモデルのコートニー・クレニーは2020年にクリスチャンと出会いました。2人は表向きには深く愛し合っているように見えましたが、裏では全く違う状況がありました。このカップルは暴力的な喧嘩を繰り返していることで知られており、そのためアパートに警察が何度も呼ばれることがありました。しかし、2022年4月に起きた事件はこれまでのような喧嘩では終わらず、その結果、クリスチャンが出血しながら命乞いをするという事態に発展しました。コートニーは警察に、自分は何も関与していないと主張しましたが、彼女は事情聴取のため連行され、5時間にわたる尋問が始まりました。
My apologies for being absolutely covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. Alright? Things happen, and you can't control it. Okay? How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
About 2
A
years?
year and a half to 2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I
you know, monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank
Okay.
God.
刑事たちはコートニーに、クリスチャンが病院にいるものの生きていると伝えます。刑事は、容疑者が特定の情報に対してどのように反応するかわからないことが多いため、まずは相手の不安を和らげるような話し方や、非難的ではない態度で話を始めるのが一般的です。これにより、容疑者がリラックスしやすくなり、本音を話す可能性が高まります。
Had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last like 2 nights, and then got like into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen.
Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what
Oh yeah.
call it. Yes, I'm an influencer.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media?
Instagram, LinkedIn,
And what is it that he does?
stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and invests in crypto. We were gonna move into a house,
Mm-hmm.
so have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. It's golden retriever. We're gonna name Mellow. So we're gonna get a house. So we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize. Start from the start. You guys were supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur. I was doing laundry
Mm-hmm.
and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he's going to bike first. Please.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he came back with a Subway sandwich, and I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me, like, did you unshare it? And he said, yeah, I unshared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough, like reshare it. And then he told, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I just said, something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be? Which I wouldn't have been. I love him, but maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe it'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me, and he ended up pinning me against the wall. I mean, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like they were looking at my neck, and I was like, I mean, I'm not saying like choking me like, you know, whatever, but I mean, he had my like neck, like and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
Yeah.
I could not breathe, and I don't think that he is trying to kill me, but I was scared, and all 3 times I have been scared. I'm on the floor, and you have me pinned. Get my mom on the phone. So this happened like over by the door, and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, and then he just like I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me, and so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God, I swear to God, it was just like I mean I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me, because I mean earlier that was happened 2 other times. I couldn't breathe. I'm sorry, I couldn't breathe, and it's very scary. If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might like, I mean, this is different, I think. But if he's like choking me or like pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab a knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa. Like 10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head.
コートニーの話をまとめると、2人がお互いの位置情報の共有をやめたことで口論が始まり、それがエスカレートして彼が彼女を床に押さえつける事態に至りました。そして、コートニーは反撃としてキッチンの包丁を部屋の向こう側へ投げ、それが彼の胸に刺さったと説明しています。コートニーは明確に、この行動が正当防衛であり、約3メートルの距離から投げた包丁が偶然にも彼の胸に命中したことで彼が出血し、命を危ぶむ状況になったと述べています。
So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes, and then
behind my island.
And then what kind of movements did he make at the moment? He was going to walk
running
up?
At me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
Doing it had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I just, I was scared, and I was on the phone with my mom, and it was still happening. Yeah. I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground.
When I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever, it's like write down like all the details so you don't forget. Just like write it all out clearly so that it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to like write down exactly what happened, and I haven't really even like fully thought about it. Yeah. So honestly, my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. Okay. You guys have a history of violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long, sir?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Year and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually. about a year ago, and he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
このカップルは以前にも警察に通報される出来事を起こしていました。その際も大声での口論や床や壁にガラスが割れる音が聞こえたとの通報を受け、警察が現場に駆けつけていました。
Why did you call for help?
Because we were getting really loud. We were getting loud. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna like do damage to the room or something. Not damage to each other. Like I really want to like.
Why would you
highlight
think?
that.
Why would you think that you were gonna do damage to the room?
I like throwing something or like.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
So why would you think that there is damage to the room to be made?
Because I've done that before in our house, and I.
What have you done?
Thrown a glass and plate.
Did you throw a glass or a plate at him today?
No.
Okay. So if
No, this is before.
Okay, so when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Okay, well,
Was there?
yeah.
Maybe I did. Well, I'm guessing that I threw a glass, but that sounds like me. So.
また、警察はこのカップルと事件の前日にも接触していたことも明らかになりました。事件の前日に警備員から通報があり、警察がアパートに呼ばれていました。
But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed not the police, but security guards from the front office, like young security guards.
Okay.
Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me.
事件前日、警察は通報を受けて現場に駆けつけていました。そしてその際のやり取りはすべてボディカメラに記録されていました。その映像には、コートニーが取り調べで語った話とは大きく矛盾する内容が映し出されていました。
You didn't call.
I didn't. Nobody.
I called. You called.
What?
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, hold on, man. Let him talk. Okay. Let him talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The front desk personnel, she informed us that Miss Courtney, her boyfriend, was trying to get into the elevator. And she had her hand out like this. And she was like, oh no, don't come inside the elevator.
Okay.
So we asked her, I said, do you want him to leave the property? She said no, she don't want him to.
I did not say that. I said yes.
Hold on.
Courtney, what's going on? What do you need? What?
Yeah, go ahead.
My boyfriend.
All right. So what do you want to see?
I want a restraining order against Christian Evangelii.
We don't issue those.
Because,
Those
no,
just
I'm
to
serious.
courts.
Can I do that?
You
Where
have to
can
go
I?
to court. You have to go to
Okay, but
downtown.
how can I make
petition.
myself first?
コートニーは、この映像の中で明らかに極度のパニック状態に陥っています。彼女はクリスチャンよりも先に接近禁止命令を取得することに執着している様子が見受けられます。また、建物の警備員の証言では、彼女がクリスチャンをエレベーターから押し出し、彼に怒鳴りつける姿が目撃されていますが、クリスチャンからの攻撃的な行動は全く確認されていませんでした。一方、取り調べではコートニーは、クリスチャンに襲われたため正当防衛でナイフを投げたと供述していました。しかし、証拠が次々と明らかになるにつれ、コートニーの正当防衛という主張は真実から遠ざかっているように見えます。また、過去に警察に通報された際には、コートニーが逮捕され12時間勾留される事件がありましたが、その時クリスチャンは告訴を拒否し、彼女の釈放を強く求めていました。取り調べの映像に戻ると、刑事たちはコートニーを約1時間ほど一人にして、着替えを済ませる時間を与えました。その後、さらにいくつかの新しい情報を持って取り調べ室に戻ってきました。
So you're living in a nightmare right now.
Yes.
You know?
I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah.
And I've been asking so
and
much.
That's what we're waiting for. Okay.
I mean, I feel like at the end, I mean, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me.
So they've asked for an update, and I asked them for an update as well, so they're checking to see what's going on. Because they're
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I will do with myself if he's not okay.
No matter
I
what.
mean, I clearly we can't be together.
No matter what happens,
But
no matter where this falls, right? It's out of our control.
We have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could, and
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. There's no way. Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Relax. You'll be fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths.
I need to hug my mom. I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself
You won't be.
after this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
The last thing he ate was Subway. What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if it had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died?
So we can't change what's occurred and get him before. So just step by step. So you'll get through this, all right?
クリスチャンは右鎖骨下動脈の思想による出血多量が原因となり死亡しました。刑事たちの反応から判断すると、彼らは今回の出来事が本当に正当防衛であったと確信しているようにも受け取れます。実際、刑事の一人は早い段階で、彼女はその晩家に帰れるだろうし、すべてうまくいくだろう、と話している記録もありました。結果的にコートニーはこの取り調べ中に逮捕されることはなく、釈放されました。しかし、時間が経つにつれ、次々と証拠が明るみに出て、コートニーの主張に疑問が生じ始めました。ボディカメラ映像が公開され始めると、彼女の評判を傷つける映像も出回りました。その数日後、クリスチャンの携帯電話に彼が密かに撮影していた映像が見つかりました。その映像には、コートニーが激しく怒鳴りつけ、攻撃的な言葉を使い、彼の顔を叩き、人種差別的な言葉を浴びせる姿が映っていました。
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said, hi, you and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a You're Yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me!
この音声やエレベーター内の監視カメラ映像、さらに近隣住民からのコートニーの暴力的な一面についての証言、加えて彼女が過去に家庭内暴力で逮捕されていた事実が重なり、これらの証拠が彼女の行動を裏付けるものとなり、最終的にコートニーはクリスチャンを殺害した容疑で逮捕されました。そして、最も決定的な証拠となったのは、クリスチャンの遺体を観察した法医学鑑定医が提示した最終的な判断でした。
Now, based on the information you received that the defendant was alleged to have thrown this knife, do your observations support that?
If the person who supposedly did this is an expert knife thrower, and the knife is the type of knife that you can throw, I guess that could have happened.
Did you receive any information that the defendant was a knife thrower?
No.
So based on that fact that you did not receive that information, would it support that?
No.
And what would you expect to see a knife do if someone just flung it at somebody?
It would just hit the body and bounce off.
Now, as a result of this case, did you come to a cause, or did you make a determination as to the cause and manner of death?
Yes.
Could you please explain those to the court?
The cause of death was stab wound of right subclavian artery. The manner of death was homicide.
クリスチャンの思想について、ナイフが単に投げられたものではなく、意図的に刺された可能性が高いと判断され、彼の死亡の様態は他殺と分類されました。2024年10月時点で、コートニー・クレニーは第2級殺人罪で起訴され、終身刑の可能性に直面しながら裁判の審理を待っています。マイアミ州検事ランドル氏は、クリスチャン・オブムセリさんとコートニー・クレニーさんの2年間にわたる暴力的で有害な関係は、家庭内暴力の被害者であるクリスチャンさんの殺害という悲劇で終わる必要はなかった、と語りました。彼女は一貫して無罪を主張し、自己防衛であったと述べていますが、これまでに提示された証拠は彼女に不利な状況を作り出しており、事態は彼女にとって厳しいものとなっています。28歳の彼女が残りの人生を刑務所で過ごすことになるのか、 その行方が注目されています。